More people are flying again, including Amanda Davis.
I'm one of those people that said I would not fly no matter what.
But then a friend offered to fly her out to Denver to reunite with her children.
So I'm like, well, I can't say no to that. Like, I want to see my kids.
Most airlines now require passengers to wear face coverings, with few exceptions. So Davis was surprised to see two guys by her pull and keep their masks down once the plane was in the sky.
I've been so careful to watch somebody that's sharing the same air with you just not care at all. And it makes me angry.
Before takeoff, flight attendants announced masks are mandatory or you can be banned from future flights.
It sounded serious, but it wasn't enforced.
Pilot Dennis Tazier says it can be difficult for flight crews to enforce mask requirements because it's not the law.
You talk to anybody out on the street, hey, it's a federal crime if you don't. That gets the attention more than it's our company policy.
There also are no regulations for social distancing, despite photos of full flights like this from an outraged senator. Lawmakers, passengers, and flight crew unions have called on the FAA to set policies for fighting the virus, known to spread through air. But we found resistance from the airline industry, trying to stay aloft financially.
Right now, he is wiping down the PS units.
Airlines for America, representing the major carriers, says mandates are not necessary because airlines have been implementing extraordinary measures to protect passengers and crews. That includes using HEPA filters, able to trap coronavirus, though the particles must first travel through the cabin air. The association's CEO talked to NPR.
We don't fly people if we feel it's not safe.
The National Air Carrier Association says social distancing rules would force airlines to increase fares and result in several airline bankruptcies in an industry struggling with record low demand. The government says it is advising the airlines on coronavirus, even if it is not passing new regulations.
When the federal government gets involved, we tend to be much more heavy-handed. We tend to be inflexible. And once we put a rule in place, it takes a long time to remove that rule if the conditions change.
The Transportation Department recommends airlines warn passengers if a flight is too full for social distancing and strongly encourage everyone wear a mask except children under 2 and those with medical conditions. Pilot Dennis Tazier says aside from passengers sometimes forgetting to put a mask back on after eating or drinking, people are actually almost always keeping their faces covered, even if it's not the law.
I've not had an issue and I've flown a bunch, but that's not an excuse for the Department of Transportation and the FAA to not take on this decision. You're not giving us a backstop if we have an issue on the aircraft.
The FAA says it will monitor how airlines handle the virus, leaving open the possibility of new regulations. Patrick Terpstra, Newsy, Washington.